Okay, let me introduce him. What a privilege to introduce you to Jeffrey Garnett Edwards, the 2011 Kennedale High School valedictorian. Jeffrey's proud parents are Philip and Maureen Edwards, and he is the brother of Nicole and Michael. Would Jeffrey's family please stand? Special guests of Jeffrey include his grandparents, Garnett and Faith Edwards, who travel from Trinidad, his Aunt Lorraine and Uncle Harold Pope from Florida, his Uncle Wayne Edwards from Alberta, Canada, and his second grade teacher, Mrs. Copenhaver, who came from Arizona. Would all of you, his entire family and friends of Jeffrey, please stand? What a night for all of you. Jeffrey is a class act. He has served as class officer throughout high school and has been a leader in band, cross country, key club, Spanish club, student council, NHS, and the Youth Advisory Committee. He too has been the class officer. I think we all, family, friends, faculty, and student body, share in the joy of Jeffrey's accomplishment of being accepted into Harvard. He plans to major in neuroscience and one day become a neurosurgeon. I could go on and on about this very deserving young man, but I think he's waited 4 years to give his valedictory speech. Congratulations, Jeffrey.
Well, we did it. The phrase might sound juvenile, but I feel that it reflects the sentiments of many in this room. Through all of the obstacles, we have persevered. Just being here today is an accomplishment, and I couldn't be more grateful that I get to share this experience with all of my classmates. I have been to graduation 4 times, and it is a relief to finally be the class that is graduating. Not that I didn't have tons of fun playing in the band back there with Mr. Oaktie over and over, but I'm glad that I'm up here and applaud the band for their perseverance. Moving on, this is a time for celebration. This is a time for Thanksgiving. Thanks be to God for this gift of graduation. Thanks to my parents who have raised me exceptionally well, teaching me lifelong lessons I will never forget. Thanks to my brother Michael and my sister Nicole, who have inspired me and helped me during times when I needed them most by offering advice. Thanks to my grandparents and aunts and uncles, especially Lorraine, Harold, and Wayne, who have come here today to support me. Thanks to the teachers and faculty who have molded us into the young adults, preparing us for the future. And thanks to my friends, all of the graduates here before me today, who are listening to my terribly boring speech, yet aren't booing me off the stage yet. What many people don't understand is that we did this together. Everyone played their role in shaping this graduating class of 2011. And without each and every single member contributing, we would not be the same. For all of the 13-year seniors, I applaud you. We have stayed together all of these years. Some of you have grown up with me during these years, such as Ashley Crozier, Michelle Harrell, and Ryan Chigwin, and we have shared so many great memories, including having the best teacher ever, Mrs. Copenhaver, who is here with us today. Our class was also a part of the merge between Patterson and Arthur. We were the first group to have a combined 6th grade, and although we might have been mad about it back then, I think it helped us form the class unity that we have today. Moving on to junior high, we survived the portables and moved into the new building, being the first class to graduate in the new junior high. That brings us here, to high school. We started our journey as tiny freshmen, well, except for Shawo and Nick Cates, and are now the accomplished, strong senior class that we are today. Condensing these dynamic 4 years into a little over 4 minutes was extremely challenging, but these moments I'm about to share with you are the moments I will remember the most. Some of these memories may seem trivial, but it is the simple things in life that we remember. For instance, I will not forget freshman year when I tore my ACL during a football game, and Bo Burgess, the All-American track star, was the one who helped me up. I will also remember when Carly Blackburn joked about homecoming court, saying that she and I should win sophomore Duke and Duchess instead of Duchess. I'll remember the random everyday parties I had with Dylan Newell and my skipping buddy, Ashley Allstott. I'll remember telling Billy Redmond that he was my favorite every time I saw him in the hallway. I'll remember Luke Ott's horrific puns and Bryce Fleeman's witty sense of humor during band. I'll remember during all of my standardized testing next to my cousin, Sharnetta Edwards. Last but not least, I'll remember during the brutally scorching cross-country practices where Natalie and Nicole would whine, Reagan would dance, and Cole O'Brien would show up late just to get yelled at by Beth. Between these everyday rituals and the theme days, such as Topless Tuesdays and White Shirt Wednesdays by Cole, Jack, and Brennan, practice was never dull, even at 5 in the morning. I will definitely miss cross-country next year as much as Mama Smith will miss the senior class. Although not everyone had the same memories I just shared, everyone can relate to these moments. I was inspired daily by these people that I didn't even have any classes with. For me, life in the classroom mirrored the competitive atmosphere that existed in the extracurricular activities of our school. Yes, our sports teams usually were the district champions and regularly went far in the postseason, as well as our state qualifying band and other after-school groups at our school. But the students at the top of our class were among the most competitive nationwide. I genuinely believe that this is a result of those teachers that pushed us to do well. Who hasn't been comforted by Mrs. Wade during a time of need? Who hasn't joked around a little with Mr. Groats? Who hasn't been amazed by Mrs. Cook's ability to make math easy? And whose heart hasn't been warmed by Maestra Stevens? The list goes on and on. I feel that the atmosphere is also aided by those specifically in my classes. I applaud Beryl for her driven attitude that pushes her to success. Her family came all the way from Africa to support her, and she deserves it. My day is always brightened by Ben Anderson's hugs and John Watkins' jokes. I am always satisfied by Kiki's antics when she is not breaking a vending machine, and Chasmin's outgoing personality when she is not throwing a book at Tim's face. I anticipate saying hello to my best friend Latyra and her zany sister Lashira. I love having Stephanie around to give me support and cheer me up whenever I'm down. I look forward to the everyday zoo that is calculus, where Tony Mercado is always flirting with Kelly Jurchison. I want to be invited to that wedding, by the way. Calculus is also the class where I get to see the classiest girl at KHS, Kayla Crow. Last but certainly not least, I enjoy all the memories I have with my best friends, Tim and Fahad. People always say the top of the class can't be friends because grades are too important or because it is too competitive. But we prove them wrong. Instead of fighting, we push ourselves to new heights, soaring to strengths I never believed we could reach. And that's the thing about Kennedale. We may be small, but we do it big. Did I mention we had prom at the Cowboys Stadium? Now that we are at the close of our high school career, I look forward to the future. Next year, I will be at Harvard trying to become the best person I can possibly be. And every one of you, I'm sure, will be trying to accomplish the same goal. I challenge you to take this opportunity to the best of your advantage. I'm looking at the future leaders of the community. The possibilities truly are endless with this class, and life after high school offers a new beginning where we get to show others how gifted and blessed we are. Whether it is college, the military, or the beginning of a new career, I expect each and every one of you to excel. My wonderful grandparents, Garnett and Faith, taught my father to keep God first and let the Lord guide us to success. They taught him to use his gifts wisely because we are blessed to have what we have today. So I challenge everyone in the class to take heed to this advice. As we move on, remember what occurred today. We did it. Our class overcame hardships to be the best we can be. We did it. Our class showed success in ways that has never been seen at Kennedale. We did it. Our class became one cohesive group despite any conflicts we have. We did it. Our class rose above the little things that can keep the weak-minded down. We did it. That's right, guys. We're graduating. We have survived high school and are moving on to bigger and better things, yet we will not forget where we came from. We did it. Say it with me. We did it. Once more, we did it.